All right, let's talk about example 2, which is solving equations using addition. And this is part of chapter 7, section 2, solving equations using addition and subtraction. Okay, problems A says solve x minus 2 equals 6. Okay, the very first thing that I'm going to do, so notice we don't know what x equals. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to draw a line down below my equal sign, because our equal sign is going to be like it is the middle of our equation. So I'm going to draw this line to represent whatever I do to one side of the equation, I need to do the exact same thing to the other. Now, our equation said x minus 2. So we're going to do the inverse of subtraction, and the inverse means the opposite. The inverse of subtraction is addition. So we're going to add 2 to both sides, because our goal is to get x by itself. So to get x by itself, I know I need to get rid of this minus 2. So to do that, I'm going to add 2. Okay, I'm going to draw this horizontal line here to show that we're setting up an equation. Okay, well, I know that minus 2 plus 2 is 0. So we got rid of our 2's. So they're gone. So on the left side of my equation, all that I'm left with is my x. And that's what we wanted. Still going to keep my equal sign. Now on the right side, we have 6 plus 2, and that's 8. So our answer that we came up with, I'm just going to move this down a little bit so our equal sign isn't covered up, is x equals 8. Now, if you want to, we can check the solution to see if it works, because now we know what x equals. So check. What we can do is we can substitute 8 for x from our original equation. So remember, our original equation was x minus 2 equals 6. So we know that x equals 8. So we're going to do x minus, we're going to substitute 8 for x. So it's going to be 8 minus 2 equals 6. And let's see, let's solve 8 minus 2. 8 take away 2 is 6. And then the 6 on the right stayed the same. 6 equals 6. So perfect. Our solution worked, right? 8 is a solution to our equation. So you don't have to do the check, but you can always to check your work. That's one way you can do that for these problems. Let's check out problem B together. It says solve 18 equals x minus 7. First, I'm going to draw my line below the equal sign to show my two sides of the equation. Our goal is to get x by itself, so we need to get rid of this minus 7. So I'm going to do the opposite or inverse of subtraction, which is addition, and I'm going to add 7 to both sides. Okay, I'm going to draw my line here. Okay, working from left to right, 18 plus 7. I know that 18 plus 7 is 25. Still got our equal sign. And then minus 7 plus 7, that gets rid of each other. That cancels out. So we're left with x on the right. And that's what we wanted. Perfect. So we found that x equals 25. Let's just do our check just to make sure that is a solution. Okay, so our original equation was 18 equals x minus 7. We're going to substitute 25 for x, so it's going to be 18 equals 25 minus 7. 18 equals, let's see, I know 25 minus 7. What is 25 minus 7? 18. So perfect, our solution worked. So again, this 25 minus x, that was our answer. I'm just going to bold that so we all know. Okay, let's do problem C together. Problem C says x minus 3 equals 1. First, I'm going to draw my line below the equal sign to show my two sides. Our goal is to get k by itself. Our goal is to get the variable by itself. So we need to get rid of this minus 3. So we're going to do the inverse of subtraction, which is addition. So we're going to add 3 to both sides. Okay, on the left, minus 3 plus 3 is 0, so the 3's cancel out, and we're left with k equals, on the right side, 1 plus 3 is 4. All right, let's do our check just to make sure. Okay, so our original equation was k minus 3 equals 1. Let's substitute 4 for k, so 4 minus 3 equals 1. 4 minus 3 is 1 equals 1. And we're good. K minus 4 is a solution. So if you're noticing, this check is kind of what we did back in example 1, right? That example was checking solutions. So essentially, we're using what we just did in this previously in this chapter to check our answers to make sure they're correct. Okay, problem D. See if you can solve this on your own. N minus 10 equals 4. I drew my line down the middle to show the middle of my equation. Okay, so we want to get n by itself, so we're going to do the inverse of subtraction, which is addition. So I'm going to add 10. Oh, got a little in the middle there. I'm going to add 10 to both sides. Okay, so on the left, n minus 10 plus 10 is 0, so we're left with n on the left side, equals 4 plus 10 is 14. Okay, let's double check our answer here to see if it is a solution. So our original equation was n minus 10 equals 4. Let's substitute 14 for n. So 14 minus 10 equals 4. I know 14 take away 10 is 4 equals 4, so we're good. All right, check out example 3 to see one more example for this chapter.